Welcome, y'all. Today's episode, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to work on the 2007 Honda Accord with the 3.0 engine. It's a V6. This should apply for 2006 until 2012 with the same engine. Today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be replacing the crankshaft pulley. And the first thing you're going to want to do is remove this belt here. So I'll show you how to do that. First, you take your 14mm wrench or socket. When it comes to taking off belts, I like to use this long double-headed wrench. Gives you a lot of leverage and it's easy to remove. So you take it and find this tensioner right here. You're gonna put your 14mm on there, and you're gonna push it back towards the firewall. Once you push that back, it releases the tension on the belt, and then you can just slide your belt off, just like that. Next, we're going to be jacking up the vehicle, taking off the tire, so that we can have access to the crankshaft pulley. And anytime you jack up a vehicle, you want to always make sure you use a jack stand, put it under the pinch well or the frame. Now to take the tire off, you're gonna need a 19mm socket. I like to use the impact, makes the job faster. Go ahead and pull your tire off. Set that aside. Next thing you're gonna want to do is take off this plastic cover. It has two clips right here, one under here, and you could just slide this under. These are what the plastic clips look like. It's two parts to it. You want to take a screwdriver or something and pry in between here, and that pushes that out, and then you can pry under here to take the clip out completely. I'll show you on this one. Just get under there, pry it out. Might have to do it on multiple sides, just like that. Sometimes you can just pull it out, just like that. Now we're not going to take this plastic piece completely off. We just want to have the crankshaft pulley exposed, just like that. Now with this one, you may need a special tool. I have that special tool, but I may not need to use it. It goes, if you see the hexes inside of there, it goes in between there, and then you use a 19mm to take that net off. So this is the special tool you're gonna need. You can get this online at Amazon, or you can get it from Harbor Freight, or just look online and see where you can get it from. You're gonna take this tool and put it in there like that, and you take a 19mm socket and use a breaker bar. And then you can like use the end of a jack handle to put on the end of there to give you more leverage to kind of take it off. Typically I would use my impact wrench, my impact gun, but something about these Hondas, man, that bolt is just super tight. So we're gonna have to try to get this off the old-fashioned way. And when I tell you these things are so tight, it's ridiculous. One of the tightest bolts I've ever had to get off. But with that special tool, you get some extensions, get a jack stand so it supports the extensions, and I use two jack poles together just to get it loose. But we finally got it loose. So now we can take all this funky stuff off and just use the 19mm itself with the battery ratchet. Battery ratchet with the 19. Take that screw off. Whew. That was hard work right there, not gonna lie. And this is a keyway, so you should just be able to pull it off. Sometimes you gotta use a pry bar, sometimes you don't. Just like that, we got it off. Now the reason why we're changing it, you see the rubber in between there, the rubber gets frayed and it dismantles itself. So what happens is when the car is started and it's running, you'll see the crankshaft pulley wobbling like this, which is not good. Because once that rubber completely breaks off, then your car won't run until you get a new crankshaft pulley on there. And I believe it'll be much harder once this separates. So now we're ready to put on the new crankshaft pulley. We got a new crankshaft pulley inside an old one. See, the rubber is brand new in there. Ready to install. Now you see this keyway right here? You're gonna line that up with that little mark right there. And it should go in pretty easy. Once you got it lined up, just wiggle it back and forth. Sometimes you could take a little hammer, just lightly tap it. Just like that. You can take your bolt, screw your bolt on there and start it up. Take your impact driver and tighten it up completely. Now you don't have to worry about getting it in time because it has that keyway, so that makes sure the crankshaft pulley goes on exactly the way it came off. It could only go on one way. Now it's time to put our belt back on. I don't take it completely off. I just put it on there like that. It's still around the AC compressor. And you come up here, make sure it's on all the pulleys. Sometimes it could be tough to get your fingers down there if you got fat hands like me. You can pull this power steering reservoir out your way. Gotta make sure that we're on our AC compressor completely. Now we're on there lined up. You're gonna need your 14mm wrench. Now that you got all the pulleys lined up, you want to take it and get your 14mm wrench back on the tensioner. Once you got it on the tensioner how I showed you, you're just gonna push it back towards the firewall and got it on. Oops, sorry about that. And our belt is completely on. And that's how you do a crankshaft pulley, just like that. Now you're gonna button everything back up how you had it. Just those two plastic clips, put your tire on, and you're good to go. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all tune in for another video. I'll always be uploading new videos as I'm working on them. I've been doing this for about 15 years. Been on my own for about 8 years now, and I love it. I really wish I would have started making, videos for you guys sooner, so I can, build up my clientele as far as on YouTube, but you got to start somewhere. If you guys have any suggestions on what I should fix next, or if you're having trouble with something, hit me in the comments, and I'll be glad to help you guys out. Stay tuned, Tori's Auto, baby.